I think you'll agree with me when I say that the world of Minecraft is both enchanting and frightening in its diversity. The flora and fauna of this game often resemble the real world, yet the developers weren't afraid to add things you'd never want to meet in reality. The game contains many kinds of infection, such as the zombie virus, skulk contamination, and the pale gardens. But there is something most players don't even realize. Somewhere far across the ocean, thousands of blocks away from spawn, lies a lonely island completely covered in mushrooms. Today we're talking about the Mushroom Island, added back in 2011, and the strange creatures that inhabit it. Mushroom cows, beings you won't encounter anywhere else. In most cases, players rarely interact with this biome, and even when they do, their visits don't last long. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be much content here, just giant mushrooms and mushroom cows, silently watching you with their large black eyes. But this biome is rare for a reason. It's not just a paradise for mushroom lovers, but a true quarantine zone, and I'll explain why. The first thing you'll notice is the complete absence of normal grass. The entire island is covered in mycelium, which in real life can also spread across enormous distances. If you search online for the largest mycelium on Earth, you'll find the Armillaria ostoe fungus, covering 8.4 square kilometers. As for the fauna, you won't find anyone here except mushroom cows, and even hostile mobs don't spawn at night, giving the island an unnerving atmosphere. Are even the monsters afraid of this place? Or perhaps the mushrooms simply pushed out every other form of life, becoming the true rulers of the region? But then why do mushroom cows remain here? And why do they look the way they do? The answer is simpler than it seems. The most realistic theory is that they were infected by eating mushrooms when grass began disappearing and they had no choice left. It appears that mushrooms in Minecraft possess greater resistance and evolutionary potential. Over an unknown amount of time, they began growing inside the cows. According to official Minecraft books, a mushroom cow is essentially a shell controlled by the mushrooms growing into its brain and other parts of the body. If you look closely, some mushrooms even allow the player to obtain mushroom stew directly from the cow, though strangely, it still produces milk. In other words, a mushroom cow is a form of zombie organism driven by primitive instincts. And when you stare into those empty black eyes, everything begins to make sense. But if zombies in Minecraft behave aggressively, why do mushroom cows remain peaceful and even help the player by providing infinite food? The reason is simple. Every organism in nature exists first and foremost to spread its species. Zombies walk around and transmit infection through bites, but fungi cannot move on their own, so cows serve as perfect transport, eating mushrooms and carrying their spores elsewhere. The player can technically save a mushroom cow from infection by using shears to strip off the mushrooms, but there is another transformation. If lightning strikes a red mushroom, it becomes a brown variant with a unique trait. Feeding this brown mushroom cow a flower and milking it with a wooden bowl gives the player suspicious stew, granting a random status effect. From poison to regeneration. So what will a respectable player do when they find an animal that provides infinite food? In most cases, they place the mushroom cow into a boat and carry it back home to the mainland, which is exactly what the fungus wants. By doing this, the player unknowingly helps mushrooms expand, allowing them to conquer more land. And decades or centuries later, the Minecraft world could be overgrown with massive mushroom forests. But will the player truly destroy the world by moving a mushroom cow to the mainland? Most likely not. They'll simply accelerate what has already begun. The mushrooms have been spreading for a long time. Just look at the dark forest biome, where enormous red and brown mushrooms already grow. But who brought them there? What will they evolve into? We'll explore these questions in future videos, so make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And write in the comments what theories you'd like to hear next.